Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin again. He did something that put him in the news once again. In this video, I have a compilation of his old acts, Alex's old acts of violence, his behavior that is questionable, aggressive, that shows lack of control on every level. The reason why I'm showing this is because I'm preparing to set up for the latest issue. And this is tied together with the Rust shooting. Alec's behavior is completely dysfunctional. For those who don't want to admit it or don't want to see it, that can't be fixed. But in this compilation video, I'm going to show you behavior that is questionable and leads up to questionable acts that have to do with the Rust shooting. And his latest behavior that I'm sure authorities who are neutral will be looking at. Because if this person is so easily provoked to violence, we all can get upset. We're imperfect. That's nothing. We can get angry. But remember, there's a difference between anger and complete rage. And I'm going to show this video and enjoy it, and then I'm going to make some more comments after it that have to do with this. And in this video, you're not going to like it, some of you. I'm going to quote Oprah Winfrey. That's right. There's a reason why. Because Oprah Winfrey flies in the same circles he does. But she's going to say something so profound. So sit back, relax, enjoy this compilation.
Do you apologize for your remarks?
You heard what I said, right? You hear what I said? You hear what I said? Yeah. Answer me, yes or no? Yeah. You're here with my wife and my kid come out here. You're a big problem. You are as dumb as you look. You are a fox, right? You want to apologize to her? I asked you a question. You want to apologize to her? I asked you a question.
You guys got to get out of the middle of the street.
Get out of here.
Out of the middle of the street. Get out of the middle of the street, please. Out of the middle of the street.
I did nothing wrong, Alec.
Alec, do you think it's okay to shoot at women like that?
Exaggerating what happened.
I want you to get back up, man. I gotta get my car. Get back up.
You don't like it when anyone disrespects your wife.
Get on the sidewalk, please. On the sidewalk. You're obstructing vehicular traffic. You have to go on the sidewalk, please.
Yeah, press my right yesterday. I'm going to press charges against the blonde. Yeah, see that blonde woman? I want to press charges against her. Let's get her over here.
Okay, have a seat.
She's the one I want to press charges against.
You want to press charges against?
Johnny, where's your car?
Johnny, did you hit your car? Did he break the car?
Yeah. You can't touch us. Now touch some shit again. Touch your camera again. Touch your camera again.
You shut up. Don't tell me my own
Do me a favor, mind your business.
You gotta get other people when they're
I'm trying.
You're trying? Try harder. Okay?
Wow, that's something to see, isn't it? To see that type of dysfunctional behavior on the screen is pretty epic and kind of sad to look at too. Especially coming from someone who believes they are above that type of behavior. But I'm going to add something to this. Alex is not a roofer. He's not a bricklayer. He's not a doctor. He's not a nurse. He is not a person who cut somebody's lawn. He's not a person who grinds every day to ink out a living to try to feed their family. He can walk away from this any time. And the reason why I say this, any psychologist will say, if this job he's doing, acting, the paparazzi, being in this type of environment causes him to be this upset, he can walk away from this anytime. There is nobody forcing him or tying him down to be in this type of environment. He can leave. He could mitigate this problem anytime. So there is something he's deriving from this, some sort of sick pleasure, you may say, from this. And I don't know what it is. But right now I'm setting up for the next clip. I'm going to show you this clip, and his latest weapon is an umbrella. Watch his body language. Okay, here we go.
Wait, Mr. Baldwin, I have to ask you, what brings you to New York City?
I asked you to leave.
Mr. Baldwin, who's here?
I asked you to go away. Please go away.
Photograph under somebody's private home.
This is not anyone's private home. Are you? This is not this is public property.
Go away.
Who's
Stop.
here? Did you really not pull the trigger? Do you believe it went off without you pulling the trigger? Was it a malfunction?
Wow, isn't this amazing? My question is, what would he have done if his wife didn't block him from that reporter? But he charged towards that reporter with full gusto. There was no hesitant. It was full of rage, aggression. He grabbed his umbrella, positioning it as though it wasn't just a tool for the weather. It was now positioned as a weapon, and that's not an exaggeration. You see, Alex is showing you who he is. He's showing you the dark side of inside his thoughts. Remember, nobody's doing this to him. He's doing this to himself. What I'm going to end this video on is, I've been waiting for this particular moment. Do I believe that Alex committed the crime? Am I a detective? Absolutely not. But I do see behavior that is suspicious, in the fact is that in his past, he has demonstrated great rage, assaulting people, grabbing people, fighting with people, not limiting himself to control. This is a part of the process. Does that mean he did it or that he caused some sort of crime? I don't know. He has been arrested, and he also had to go to anger management class. This is all documented. Now, could a man with this type of attitude, under a stressful conditions of a movie production shoot that is low budgeted, the people are angry about the working conditions, they are voicing their anger to him, people have walked out because the conditions are bad, they're complaining, the movie set and the movie production is in a rush sort of state. Safety issues have been documented on the set. Could a man who's a producer, who has this attitude that we just seen, have the patience, the kindness, the graciousness to deal with that in a controlled, logical, caring way? Has he displayed that? I'm going to end this with an Oprah quote, and it's very important. Listen.
It the first time. So the adjunct to that is, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't wait for the 29th time.